Look at that. Sure is pretty. But it's spooky too. Well guys, it's still yucky and smoky out there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like over there, look how smoky it is. That's what it looks like a lot of days in the summertime here. Pretty gross. Alright guys, well, it's still smoky and hot and gross here, and now they shut off everybody's power. That's right, PG&E is trying to protect our county by shutting off all the electricity, and unless there are other folks out there like me that have solar that also have a battery bank and are totally off the grid, I am pretty much the only person in the county with electricity. At least the only person that I know personally that has not been shut down. Luckily today's my day off, because otherwise I would probably be getting another day off because our store is closed today because we have no power for the cash register. So I guess for the other employees, they get an extra day on their already 3-day weekend. And yeah, so I guess that's a good thing. And I'm just staying away from town. I'm in my little park away from everybody. I'm near the air attack base, so I don't have to worry about fire quite as much. I'm, pretty close to where all the firefighters come to get their airplanes to go fight the fires, so I feel pretty safe here. And they keep it pretty well chopped down and stuff. There's not very much undergrowth around here because they take care of it every year. And there's lots of asphalt, so I'm pretty confident that I'm pretty much in a safe area. I couldn't go out onto national forest or public lands right now, even if I wanted to, because they closed it down. But that's just the way it has to be right now to protect everybody. We do have a lot of fires in the area, and all around the whole Southwest is pretty much fire, fire, fire. There's really no place to go to get away from it. I have family that are traveling, and they said that they haven't seen clear skies since Idaho, and I totally believe that because I have not seen clear skies for weeks. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why California is not my favorite place to be, and I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to have enough money to not be here anymore. I want to travel, but I also want a home base that's not going to be on fire every summer. And I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. And a lot of people don't like how expensive it is to live here. That doesn't really apply to me because I'm a nomad. I choose this lifestyle. If I really truly wanted a place of my own to live, I would go do it. I have done it before. I would find a place that is cheap enough and I would go there and live there some way, somehow. But the thing is, I have friends and family on the West Coast, and I don't particularly want to go to a place where it's cheap enough to buy a place because my friends and family are not there. So yeah, that being said, I would like California to be one of my places that I travel to instead of traveling from, if that makes any sense. So I do need to find another state to be my home base, and I'm hoping, like I say, it's going to be someplace that does not catch on fire every summer. Nowadays on the West Coast, every state has the potential of having a forest fire, but there are some that are worse than others, and California is one of the worst. Not to say that I don't love it here and that I don't enjoy, all the nice people and the camaraderie that I have here. I have not lived any other place in my life where the people are as friendly toward me. I've lived all over the United States pretty much, and there's only been a handful of places that I could say where, I actually made some really good friends. And California is one of them, and Wisconsin is another. People there are very nice and friendly. And other places, there are friendly people, but it's just not as prominent, I think, or maybe people are just more reserved. So California is not some place that I totally want to move away from, all the time. I would like to, like I say, come down here and visit my friends and family that are here still. And I think that it's doable, especially with my lifestyle. I just have to make sure that when I do pick up stakes and move, you know, my home base, it's going to be, you know, smart. Like I want to have some gig to go to, and or have YouTube, you know, helping me to pay my bills and things like that before I decide to just run off, because I have pretty good job security where I'm at. As long as people keep donating stuff, I have a place to work. So it would be really, I don't know, not smart of me to give up a job that I can keep doing for who knows how long, for, I don't know, the unknown just yet. But that doesn't mean I won't be doing it very soon. It's just, I think that right now is too soon to go anywhere, and especially, like I say, with all the fires going on, I just would like to stay in a place where I know that I'm safe. Also, you know, the van has not been running at its best lately, and I had a friend look at it who is a mobile mechanic, and he's been doing it for a very long time, and he's an older gentleman, and he told me not to drive it out of town until I get some of these things fixed on it. He said it'll be all right, but not to drive it too far, because I don't want it to heat up for too long. Because there are still some coolant leaks and it could hurt the engine. So he just said, just drive it around town until you get it fixed, and that's all. So I'm working on getting more of it fixed. Like I've been putting in the videos, you know, there's been van maintenance going on, and that's just what happens when you have an older rig. Or any rig, really. And I can't complain. This van has an excuse. It's old. It's almost 30 years old, so it has a right to be breaking down sometimes. And so, and yes, I get mad at it, but it's not its fault. It's just an old truck, and that's just the way it goes, you know. So there you go. But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to give you guys another little teensy update on what's happening in Dante's Inferno. Oh, I mean California, for right now. So hopefully, you know, things will get a lot better, and they won't have to turn the power off as many times as they did last year. Last year, I think it was like 3 or 4 times where they turned the power off, and one time it was for over a week, and people did lose a lot of their food in their freezers and things like that. So even getting ice from the store didn't help. You know, they just had a bunch of water on the floor and rotten food. So yeah, my strategy is, like I said, I think I mentioned before that I just bought more ice than normal the last few times, so that I have a little bit more in the cooler, and I didn't buy any more food, and I will be subsisting off of canned goods and pork rinds if need be. But they should have the electricity back on here pretty soon, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to get ice, because last year, because they sold out of ice so quickly and everything, because of all of this, it took them quite a while to get the ice back in stock at the stores. So I'm probably going to have to be living without refrigeration for a little bit until they restock all the ice at the stores. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed my little update. Hopefully it didn't bore you to death. And yes, it is very smoky and very gross here, but that's just the way it goes. And you just can't be sad about it. You can't be mad about it. It's just, that's just the way it is, you know. There's nothing we can do to make it any better. The firefighters are doing their best job that they can do, and you know, PG&E, unfortunately, right now, this is the best that they can do, is to shut off everybody's electricity to keep people safe. Because they didn't keep up with their systems for over 100 years, and that's what the problem is. And in places like ours, and in places like Paradise, where it burned down, our infrastructure for our electricity is very, very old. Believe it or not, some of it dates back to the early 1900s. And they just don't have the manpower, even if they had the money, to fix all of that stuff. They should have been fixing it all along, but they never did. So there you go. So anyway, hopefully you guys got at least some sort of entertainment value out of this. And hopefully I didn't bore you guys to death. And thank you so very much for watching, and we will talk to you later, and have a good one. All right, bye.